Hi, today we're going to be tying the Poly Spinner. We're going to be using our olive thread. You'll need to have the olive dubbing, your brown neck hackle. For a hook, we're going to be using the DF1 size 12 and the poly yarn. Once you get all of this material, it's time to get your hook in the vise. We're going to pinch the barb and secure it down. Here we go. Come in and tie on. A couple wraps to the right. Then we're going to wrap over the top. We're going to stop about halfway down the hook, and we're going to cut our tag end here. Now grab the brown neck hackle. Get a nice feather out that you like. We're going to be using the barbules off this for the tail of the fly. So pull down all the feathery, the fluffy stuff till you get to a hackle, the barbules that you like. So grab about 10 of those. Try to keep the tips even. Move them around in your fingers till you get them where you like them. If you have to do it over again, grab some more. But that's what it's supposed to look like. We're going to do about almost a full hook length. Put it down with your right hand, then transfer to your left hand and pinch those to the hook. Now wrap over the top carefully. And we want to keep the tail on top of the hook as best we can. So slowly move it down and then bring it back to the midpoint just in front of the point of the hook. Cut this off at a severe angle, just like that. And we come in with our dubbing. So take our little bits and pieces of dubbing slowly at a time, and we're going to wrap this on. We're going to make a pretty even noodle. It's going to be a pretty uniform body on this fly, so do your best. And once you get it done, wrap the thread back to the base of the tail. Start there, and then just move it forward. Try not to overlap if you can. Sometimes you may have to a little bit. Come to the front. We're going about an eye length back is where we're going to be. This is where we're going to place the wing. So, how many fish species are there in the world? 9,000, 27,000, 56,000, over 1 million. Pause now until you decide together on an answer. The correct answer is 27,000. This makes fish one of the most diverse groups of animals in the world. So take 2 card lengths of the poly yarn and cut it off like there. Fold it in half. You can see where the bend is. Like that. Cut the excess off. Here we're going to use this to make our wing. So we're going to push it against the thread from my side, from first point, push it across, lift it up behind the hook, and lay it on top. Now I'm going to do it in slow motion here. Push against, run it up, lift it up, and lay it right on top. All right, once you do, then grab a hold of the wing and the body and hold it down, and then do wraps away from you like this. Turn it, grab a hold of the other wing, and wrap backwards. We're trying to make an X pattern over the top of the wing to hold it in place. And once it's there, do a couple more that way, and a couple more the other way, and you want your thread to be at the back of the wings when you're done. All right, pause here and talk about the question you decided on. Remember to be attentive as you listen and honest as you answer. Take your time and then continue when you're finished. Now we're going to add a little bit more dubbing. Now this next part's a little bit tricky. We're going to do an X over the top again. So I'm going to do it once and I'll slow it down for you to see it. So wrap that until the dubbing starts to flow around. Once it does, then go over the front, round the hook, over the back, back around. So around to the front, under the hook, over the back, under the hook, over the front. Then wrap it in front to make a nice little head. Continue wrapping until you have a good head on the fly and everything is secure. And then we're going to come in with our whip finish tool here, the instrument of torture, and we're going to add a few whips to the front to secure it. Now you want to keep the poly yarn back if you can. You don't want to have that get in the whip, so push it back, hold it up high, and then we're going to add our whip finish here. You can do half hitches if that's what you like. Add a whip, 3 or 4. We're done with that. Come in and cut it off. Now we're going to come in with our head cement. We're going to lay it a little bit on top, put it right at the wraps, and also just a little just behind it too to secure that dubbing in place. There you go. One thing we do now is we're going to take our wings and we're going to fold them back. We're going to cut just at the end of the tail. That's going to be the length of our wing. Turn it here so you can see it. There we go. That's about right. Now we're going to tease the wings out a little bit to make it look like a dead mayfly on the water. And there you go. That is our Poly Spinner. Thank you for watching.